AITA for embarrassing my wife by making her admit that she has a stepson. My wife 38 female Sasha and I 42 male have been married for a few months now. We have 4 children together, and 3 of them are my stepdaughters. They are Sarah 16, Emily 14, and Hannah 15. I have Aiden 10 through my previous marriage. Sasha has always been indifferent to him. I will make it clear that she does not hate him and does not make his life difficult in an overt way. She just pretends as if he is not a member of family. I have asked her to warm up to him, but she just shrugs it off. But as there hasn't really been a fight regarding the issue before, I did not want to start one and kept my quiet. She was invited, along with us, for her friend's wedding. We went there, and after the wedding she was talking to her friend. Her friend asked her whether they were her kids by pointing to the 4 of them as they were standing some distance away. She said yeah, the girls are, and mentioned who was who. I was shocked that she had implied that Aiden was not her child. But she gave me a "don't bring that up now" look when I looked at her in disbelief. I told her friend, you know, she won't admit it, but the boy is her son too. Her stepson, and she doesn't like him. She was mortified as the others realized this, and attempted to laugh it off by saying that she had not noticed Aiden, thought it was another boy, etc. Later, though, she severely accused me of embarrassing her. She said that if she doesn't want to consider Aiden as a son, it's her choice. That resulted in a full-blown argument, which makes me think that I might be the jerk. AITA. Before we had the wedding, when she visited him, she was rather warm towards him in the way a girlfriend is when meeting her boyfriend's son, which is why I agreed to the marriage. Wedding. Afterwards, she said that now because it's official and he would be living with her all the time, she's finding it hard to adjust. Earlier she was very nice to him and treated him well whenever she saw him. AITA for not allowing my daughter wear her late mother's wedding dress since she will not fit into it. My late wife was a very small person. When we got married she was only 115 pounds, so her wedding dress size reflects that. She passed away 2 years ago, so she cannot attend our daughter's wedding that will be in 2025. Now my daughter wants to wear the dress and I told her it wouldn't be a good idea since she won't be able to squeeze into it. She told me she can just up the size of it and I told her I would think about it. I looked into it and they basically cut the dress up to size it up. I informed her no, she can't wear the dress since they would be cutting it up. This resulted in a huge argument about me gatekeeping my wife's things. I told her no again, and that she can wear some of her jewelry. She hung up. She clearly thinks I am a jerk and my sons are now on me to give up the dress. AITA. Since it was asked twice, my wife always wanted to go dress shopping with our daughters. She loved her wedding dress and I don't think she would be okay with it being cut up. I also have a younger daughter since that was asked. Also, I am confused why a lot of the comments mention my youngest is super skinny like my wife. I never said that. She won't fit into the dress either, more due to the fact that she is almost 6 feet. AITA for forcing my kid to get a job even though it hurts her social life at school. So my daughter Sophia is 16 and she goes to a private school that a lot of the richer families send their kids. My wife works there so we get a huge discount on the price. I would prefer to send the kids to public school, but our school district sucks a lot, so private it is. I truly don't like how the kids act at that school. The best way is that they are snobby. My breaking point for this was my son sent a video of my daughter being extremely rude to a fast food worker. My wife and I discussed it and we agreed she needed to get a job so she will understand that those people deserve respect and how awful it feels for a customer to be a jerk. So she has been working at Target and dealing with all the customers. She hates it and it got out in school she has a job. This resulted in people not inviting her out like they used to since she is lame for having a job. My wife wants to let her quit her job and we got in an argument about it. I think it's better she learns they were never her friends in the first place and she should keep her job. My wife thinks I am an unfair jerk and Sophia hates me at the moment. AITA for this. AITA for not wanting to help my wife with Halloween costumes. Context. My wife 29 female always makes the kids Halloween costumes. We have 3 kids, 5 female, 7 male and 9 male. She did not have an amazing childhood and so I think she is constantly trying to make sure our kids do. She home makes every birthday cake, DIY the birthday decorations, makes pajamas for every holiday and always home makes the Halloween costume. She also does these theme monthly movie nights where she creates this whole scene. For example, this month was Coraline. She made custom dolls for each kid, welcome home cake and the whole food spread. This is all great, but the problem is she expects me to help. All the kids are in activities, we both have full-time careers, and I believe she stretches herself thin trying to do all this, and also expects me to. We have the money to just go out and buy stuff, so I don't get why we have to do so much. She says these are the things the kids will remember. Anyway, this all came to head as I've been out of town most of the month for work, so she's had to shoulder the full responsibility of the kids. This caused her to be behind on making the costumes and she's stressed. She was asking me if I'd be able to create one of the costumes for her. She has the supplies and can walk me through. The problem is I just don't feel like it. I told her we can go get a cheap costume. It's not a big deal. Well, she refused and was up all night finishing these costumes. I told her this morning that they looked awesome and she just rolled her eyes. She was making coffee and I asked if she'd make me a cup. She replied, "Go buy one." She's been distant and cold. I was talking to my coworker and he called me out, saying my wife is right. My kids will remember the effort my wife put in and they'll also remember how hard I made it for her. Now I'm feeling off, like maybe I am the jerk. But at the same time I usually do help a bit. I was thinking this one time wouldn't be a big deal since we were both tired. So AITA. Okay, I'm the jerk. I'll apologize and see if she needs help with anything else. However, I'm positive half the parents commenting don't do these things and still think they're doing a great job. Update, we are fine. We sat and talked and we laughed about how I'm getting trashed on all these social media platforms. We carve pumpkins with the kids. We've been together since we were 16. Have been married for 9 years. No one is going anywhere. I love my wife, I love my kids, and I'm a very present, active husband and father. Happy Halloween. AITA for signing away a house to my baby mama even after finding out she put me on child support. The mortgage is in her name, but she put my name on the deed when our son was born. We were pretty much in agreement that it was her house. 4 years later, I keep our son on the weekends. 3 months ago, baby mama lost her job. She had me sign a piece of paper that said, handwritten, I no longer stay at this address because she can't get public assistance unless she has proof we don't live together. My girlfriend, who works in child support, says that she's trying to put me on child support. Baby mama had always said she'd never do that, but then my girlfriend showed me the status and I ran this by baby mama. She said she withdrew the application when she found out. Weeks later, baby mama says she can't get mortgage assistance unless my name is off the deed. My girlfriend says that something seems off. I signed the docs anyway, but baby mama told me the SIG wasn't valid, so we agreed to meet again to re-sign. The morning of, my girlfriend says I just got an email that a letter addressed to you from DSS is on its way. I text baby mama. She says she got a call about it and was gonna tell me about it this evening and says it's probably just a notice, and that if she wanted me on it, she would have done it by now. My girlfriend says she's BSing and explicitly tells me not to sign the deed over. Says that I need to file for 50 and 50 custody. Girlfriend tells me to call DSS ASAP. Girlfriend texts me an hour later with a voice memo with a rep from Public Housing Assistance saying I do not have to be off the deed for baby mama to get mortgage assistance. I call DSS back and find that baby mama deliberately went and submitted the child support application. Girlfriend tells me to stop all contact with baby mama and that this is now a legal issue. But none of this was consistent with what I knew about baby mama. I called baby mama and she admitted to everything, but said she didn't know about not having to have me off the deed. She said she is only using public assistance until next week, and then she is revoking the child support case. None of that explained why she had to have me off the deed, nor why she deliberately put in a child support application. I stated that because I don't need to be off the deed, I will wait to sign it over. She hit me with, "So now you're trying to withhold my own house from me." And knowing her, if I pee her off by not signing it, she would keep me on child support permanently. I signed over the house. My girlfriend argued that I shouldn't give up the only asset that may help pay off the child support one day. I asked my family and coworkers and they disagreed, saying trusting her is my best option and that it'd be best to sign over the deed to keep the peace. My girlfriend said my baby mama controls me and that I am spineless and that I had no reason to give away the only asset I had. She even went all the way to say that she felt betrayed and that I chose to appease my baby mama over protecting our household finances. We have been fighting all weekend, but I genuinely felt like I did the morally right thing, as well as the only thing that'll make baby mama drop the child support case.